Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to an overview of E3. So E3 is still going on. I think the last day for it is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But we've seen a lot of new games, so I'm here to give my opinions on some of them. So, one of the games, first and foremost, that I'm looking forward to is Fallout 76. So, we got a trailer here. We saw some gameplay, and most notably, I mean, the game looks better than Fallout 4 right off the bat. It looks like they've really refined the graphics. They've kind of gotten used to the hardware Bethesda, and they're starting to make the graphics look a little bit better. To me, I always say, Fallout, all the games have really looked good, but they've mostly focused on the gameplay, mostly the story. And another thing that I've noticed is that VATS seems to be noticeably absent, but I'm looking at a few articles online. I see that it's actually going to be in the game, but it's going to be real time. So for anybody who hasn't played Fallout, one of the most notable things about the gameplay is that when you could shoot in real time, like first person, you could do it in third person if you want. But they have a VATS targeting system where you can actually lock onto a specific body part and you can choose to shoot them in, the torso, the head, the left or the right arm. And, this is a pretty good feature. It's all about strategy. But this time around, the VATS is going to be used as a real-time mechanic. So you're not going to be able to slow down time like you were in the past, because time slows. You're able to pick your spot, but they're going to be changing that up. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to have to see, I guess, once we finally get the game, and we're going to see how this plays out, if it's going to be a good or a bad thing. Another game that's on the horizon, won't be coming until next year, is Gears of War 5. We're going to be taking control of Kate this time around. All we got was a little cinematic, a little bit of a 4-minute cinematic with Kate. JD is noticeably absent for some reason, which was Marcus's son, so I don't know if they're doing away with him. I find that a bit disappointing, because I actually took a liking to JD. I liked how him and Marcus were bickering. They had the whole father and son relationship going on, and I wouldn't mind playing as JD for a second time. I mean, we played 3 games with Marcus and everything, and 4 games came around, and I was looking forward to seeing where this was gonna go, but they seem like they're going with Kate. Kate was playable, I think, in the 4th game, if I'm not mistaken. You did sometimes get to switch, I think, but I don't really have a problem with this. She's an okay character, maybe not the most interesting. We saw her mother pass away in the 4th game, but Gears of War 4, to me, it had a very anticlimactic ending. It was a good, solid game. I enjoyed the story for the most part, but it definitely wasn't the best entry in the series. And it definitely didn't have the best story. And definitely didn't have the best ending. But still, it was a solid game. It's just, I expected a little bit more out of it, but it was still a real quality game. So I hope 5 does, but the character is a lot less interesting this time, the main protagonist, but hey, really can't judge it. We didn't even get any gameplay of it. All we got was a cutscene, really, which looks like it's going to take place at the beginning of the game, or somewhere at the beginning of the game. Resident Evil 2 Remake. This looks flat out phenomenal. I will definitely be picking this one up. I mean, we have been asking this for a long time, for them to remake this classic Resident Evil experience, and it seems like we're going to get it. And I mean, wow. These are like some jaw-dropping visuals, to say the least. And so this one, I believe, is coming out this year. We also got Devil May Cry 5, which is going to be interesting. I still didn't get to play... did I play... Yeah, they had the DMC, remember that? But now it looks like they're actually moving on to the fifth game finally, something we haven't got in over a decade. So that's interesting. I thought that we weren't going to see a fifth game, but we're gonna get one. And I'm a fan of this series. I didn't get to play DMC. Might get around to it sometime. But it will make for an interesting game review here on this channel since I've never experienced that one. But you have the different character in it, so we'll see where that goes. If I ever end up getting to play that one. Over on the Nintendo side of things, I like Super Smash Brothers, but I'm not really a big fan of it. That's more a multiplayer game. Like I said, I'm not really too big on fighting games. If it doesn't really have to do with I'm a Street Fighter fan, but I still haven't played Street Fighter 5 due to its incomplete state. But You've got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that's going to feature every single character in the game. If I get a Switch, I might pick it up, but I'm not really too excited about it. If I get a Switch, the first games I'm going for are Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, without a doubt. I mean, those are the games I'm looking to get. There's no questions asked. We've got Mario Party, a new Mario Party on the way. Yay! Don't really care about Mario Party. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Before we talk about that game, I just want to say I'm very disappointed that Nintendo didn't showcase their next main entry in the series. Everybody wanted to see the next generation of Pokemon introduced at E3. Everybody's been clamoring for it. There was rumors. And Nintendo really should kind of be ashamed of themselves for not showing something. And they said, well, we're not ready to show Pokemon yet. We don't really want to show a game that, is not ready to be shown. So I kind of understand that, but, you would think that they'd already be working on this already. That they'd have something to show for it. I mean, it's kind of like when they announced that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be coming out. They announced it, and it's like they didn't even have anything to show for it. Not even like a cutscene, not even a little cinematic, not even any type of promotional work. And it's like everybody wants. So, but anyway, that's besides the point. It's like they should have had these things set to go. Even if it's not even ready to show, you still know that fans would be happy just to see anything you got. And that they have some footage of some sort, some type of concept art in the makings. So, to show anything, to just kind of get people excited, it would have been appreciated by the fans. I would have appreciated it. But really, to show nothing, to just kind of not even mention it, okay, I will say that, at least with Elder Scrolls, they mentioned it. They put it out there. We are working on it. We don't have anything to show right now. But still, it would have been like some concept, or at least they mentioned it. No mention of it at all. So, and they know the level of people making theories on here. I mean, it's been completely bonkers. People are raging to see anything at all of this game. People want to see it. They want to see something come out of it. So the fact that they haven't even shown anything, I mean, it's kind of like inexcusable at this point. They need to show something of the game. What else can I say? Really, other than really, it's kind of ridiculous. They should have had something ready to go here. Aside from that, I really think that this Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee looks a lot better than I initially thought. Yeah, I think the game looks good. I think that I'm not crazy about the Pokemon Go tie-ins. I think that I really rather have seen them, just have us battle some Pokemon. Like, here it looks like they were very close to having that main entry in the series game. Like, it's right there. Like, we could clearly see that there's some concepts here that are being used in this game. But still, like, I don't like the Pokemon Go tie-ins that you're not battling the wild Pokemon, that you're just simply throwing the balls at them once again like you would do with your cell phone. But it really does look quite good. It takes place in Kanto, the first region in Pokemon that we ever experienced in Pokemon, which was in Red, Blue, and Yellow. It's being said by one of the creators that this is sort of like a Pokemon Yellow remake of sorts, because you're going to have Pikachu and Eevee follow you around. But then I also see there's a part where Charmander's following you around. So you might be able to swap out. It might be kind of like Soul Silver and Heart Gold for the DS. You know, probably the first Pokemon in your party might be able. So you do have a party of Pokemon. And there are trainer battles where you'll get to battle. So at least there's a bit of a better battle system that's more, that we're more accustomed to in the handhelds. It's just that there's certain things in this game that I could kind of do without. And they are kind of making it almost a little bit like Pokemon Go. But it's not quite Pokemon Go. So, you know, I definitely want to get this game. So when I get a Switch, this will definitely be on my list of games to get. Definitely looks like it's something worth checking out at the very least. What other games did you really have? I'll probably make a second part when E3 ends. But these are some games that I'm looking forward to that really captured my eye and my interest. EA had a disastrous showing. You know, they talked a little bit more about Battlefront 2, which, you know, everybody just wants to see more Star Wars games. The fact that Star Wars, you know, we have all these movies coming out, Solo and everything. The fact that we are not getting more Star Wars games, more unique Star Wars games like back in the day. How is it that back in the day we got Republic Commando, Knights of the Old Republic, Bounty Hunter, all these different types of games coming out, you know, every year there was a new and exciting Star Wars game coming out. Jedi Academy. You know, whatever happened to the Jedi Knight series, for example? Like, we can't, like, reawaken that series. We can't reboot that or something. And there were, you know, at E3 there was no reboots of any sort, bringing back old franchise. I'm still one of the guys here waiting for Earthworm Jim to come back, and that doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. But of course, there was you know, you had Call of Duty there in all its glory, right? Black Ops 3 and a new Assassin's Creed game. No shortage of those. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on E3, and I will be doing a follow-up video. So hope you're looking forward to that. Anyway, guys, until next time.